But of course, my Hermes wish came true just as I had almost completely given up on it and bought another bag. We are keeping the same tradition as it happened with me with my very first Birkin, that I gave up. I bought a Chanel bag and then the call for my first Birkin came. And so almost the same happened now, but with a Fendi bag. I bought the Fendi bag because I thought that this is not going to come until my birthday, at least if it comes, at all. And yeah, it happened. My number one choice. And this time it happened with my very first Hermes Kelly. I can't. So I'm not going to talk too much. I'm going to show it to you because me, myself, I really want to see it again because it is such a special color. It was my number one choice. I'm hyperventilating. Please don't mind me. So I'm just, let's start the unboxing. And then I'm going to tell you everything. My spend, my history, my boutique, my rules, all of that. But we need to open it. Okay, so as you can probably already tell from the box, this is a Kelly 25. And I was really, really hoping to get this in time for my birthday in April. And I thought that if I get lucky enough and I get it before, I'm going to unbox it on my birthday. But you know what? I thought to myself, like, listen, Laine, you have waited long enough. I have been after a Kelly 25 for 3 years, going on 4 years. So I was like, you know what? I am not going to wait 2 more months to open it. I want to start using it now. I want to start styling it now. Like, I'm not waiting any longer. I've waited long enough. So yeah, this was just a little side note on why I'm unboxing it right now. I know there are so many patient people that wait for a certain moment to open the bag, but that is not me. I need it now. So I'm not gonna make you guess the color. I'm actually going to tell you the color. Not the exact color, not just yet, but my number one choice for the color was green. This was the only choice that I put. It was the only color that I wanted. I knew I wanted a green Kelly 25. And so initially I wanted like a bright green, not a bright green, more like an emerald green, like a jewel toned Kelly. But then my husband got me the emerald. What is this dust? He got me the emerald green Bottega, and I actually realized that I want a more neutral green, because even though I love that bag, I love it so much, for the Kelly, I wanted something that is a little bit more neutral so that it would be even more wearable than emerald green. And so that's when I started thinking about like gray undertones. And also I don't have a gray bag. So it's kind of like the perfect combination, like a grayish green. And so I had two choices only, which is probably one of the reasons why it took so long for it to arrive. But yeah, so the two choices that I had put was Vert Mangrove and Vert Amande. I'm probably mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. But here we have my brand new first ever Kelly 25 in Vert Amande. I don't know how this color looks to you right now. I have no idea, because with the ring light and the other artificial lights, I have no idea how it looks to you. I'm going to insert so many more pictures and videos on how it looks in daylight, in the sunshine, and in the shadow, because this bag, it is such a chameleon. And so yeah, okay, the specifics. So this is a Kelly 25 in Cellier, in Epsom leather, and in the color Vert Amande, and in Permabras hardware. So the Permabras hardware, it is basically kind of like the Hermes version of champagne gold. It is so special because it is actually one of the rarest hardwares. I think that mostly you can choose this hardware on special orders, which is, the color, the hardware, they complement each other so beautifully, because I feel like even though it would definitely look beautiful with palladium and with gold hardware, but these, I really can't talk, I'm just too excited. But this particular hardware, because it is almost also like a chameleon. It changes because sometimes in certain lights it looks more yellowish gold, and sometimes in certain lights it looks more like palladium. But basically, because it is permabrass and it has that palladium mix, it's also supposed to be a little bit more scratch resistant. It's not supposed to scratch as easily as gold hardware. So that's another wonderful thing about it. And it's a hardware that I don't have because I have rose gold, I have yellow gold, and now I have this. So each one of my bags is so special and so like unique in their own way. And I am over the moon. I think that this is so beautiful, and it is so me, and it is the most perfect neutral green, because this is going to look amazing with other greens. It's going to look great with denim, with certain blues, and then of course also with grays, because it has the gray undertone. So when you wear gray, it almost transforms gray with just like a tint of green. So yeah, this is her. Welcome to the family. Say hi to all of my lovely subscribers. And now let's talk about all the technicalities and my, oh, I hate this word, but I have to use it, my journey. Guys, I got so nervous and so excited that I actually forgot to properly open the bag. Like, I didn't remove the felt, I didn't show you the clochette, like the little dust bags, and even the strap. I didn't show you anything. I just kept talking and obsessing over how happy I am with the color. So yeah, of course it has a strap and it has the clochette, and I'm going to attach it now, and then we're gonna talk business. So let's remove the stickers. This hardware, I actually can't. It is perfect. So finally we have the bag with all of its accessories, the strap and the clochette. But for now, I am not going to put on the clochette because I feel like with the strap, there's already plenty going on. This is such a chaotic video. I apologize in advance. But okay, back to the point. Let's talk about how we got here. And so basically I started, or more like restarted, shopping at Hermes last March. So that's March of 2025. However, it is definitely important to notice that I have been shopping at the same boutique since 2021. I did take a break. I think it was 2024, and I have another video in which I go into more detail about this. So I'm going to link that in the description box below. I also talk a little bit more about the system here in Spain, how it works. And so in March, I got on the wait list for the wish list. And I had no idea how long it's going to last. One of my friends had like a month until she was able to make until they invited her to make the wish list. For me, it was July. So March, April, May, June. So it took me something like more or less 4 months to get on the actual wish list. And so on my wish list, I said I only wanted one color. And so we chose, together with my SA, 3 different shades of greens in this kind of color palette. And then he also offered me an option. Basically, if somebody rejects their Kelly 25, then they will give me a call, even if it's not in my color palette. And I said no. At first I was like, maybe. But then I thought to myself, I have already waited long enough. I do not want something that is not green. I was really fixed on getting a green Kelly because you don't know if like it's ever going to happen again. And I thought that if this is my shot, then I want exactly what I want. I want a green Kelly 25. And so I opted out. I said, no, thank you. Let's stick with the green. And I think I made the right choice. And then last week, which is the end of January 2026, I went to the boutique to take a look at some of the new collection. And I was interested in a couple of items. And I think I actually scored some really, really beautiful things. And one of the first things that my SA told me when he saw me, he said, "You are the next in line." And I was like, what? Because I totally did not expect it. I thought that, because the wish list, I think it's valid for like a year. So I made my wish in July. So it's supposed to be running until next July. until, well, now it's July of 2026, right? And so I didn't expect anything, honestly. And he told me, you're the next in line. And I was like, what does that mean? Thinking to myself, does that mean that they're gonna, call me in a month or in 2 months? What does that mean? But the one thing that I realized at that moment was that it is going to happen. There is hope. It's going to happen, like hopefully sooner than later, but it's gonna happen. And so, yeah, a week later, I received the call. I was working, my phone was in the do not disturb mode, and I missed it. I missed the call. Yes. And then what's even worse is because I have a second phone number to which they can contact me to, which is my husband's phone number. And my husband was traveling. So he received two calls, and he missed them both. And so at first I didn't even realize that it was Hermes calling me, because their phone numbers, they do not show the phone number. They just show as no caller ID. So because we receive a lot of spam calls here in Spain, when I saw that somebody with a no caller ID called me, I thought that maybe it's one of those spam calls. But then when my husband told me that he also got two missed calls from a no caller ID, then it hit me. I put 2 plus 2 together and realized it is this bag. And I was like, did I miss it? Is it gone? But no, luckily the next day they sent me an email and they told me about the details of the bag. And then the day after, I made an appointment and I went to pick up this bag. But yeah, when I missed, like, when you're waiting for this one call for so long, since last March, I've been hoping to get this call about the bag. And then the call comes and you miss it. But yeah, it's okay. It is okay, because they understand. I feel like our boutique has a lot of people that are, in and out of Spain, travel a lot or whatever. And so they hold the bags for the people. And luckily, they didn't give my beauty to anybody else. So if we're looking at a time frame in which I got this bag, we're looking at nearly 11 months, because I started in March of 2025 and now it is February 2026. So call me crazy, but I feel like it could be much worse. Like 11 months, it is still a long time to wait for a bag, but considering all the steps that you have to take, like to go from a wait list to a wish list to an actual wish list to the bag, and also considering the fact that my wish list was still valid until July 2026, I feel like it could be much, much worse, So I'm kind of looking at the glass half full, even though at the same time I still realize that 11 months, it is a crazy amount of time. But yeah, now let's talk about the spend. So after I got this bag, I started looking at my total spend and at how often I've gone to the boutique, and I realized that I've actually been quite frequent. Like I've gone every 2 or 3 months. And I feel like I'm very lucky because I have only bought things that I genuinely love. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand that even just by shopping there, I am, in a sense, playing the game, if you want to call it that. But I have never bought anything just for the sake of buying, which I feel like really helped me to be patient, because when you just buy something every other week or every single month and you don't care even what it is, you just want to buy to like accumulate the spending, the spending history, then I feel like this feels like a completely different process. But for me, because I have bought things that I have genuinely enjoyed. In fact, one of the things that I bought was in my top 3 best purchases last year, which is, of course, I feel like you can guess, the black bomber jacket that I got. I love it. I have worn it so much. I have gotten so many compliments on it, which is crazy because when you think about it, it is just a black bomber jacket, but at the same time, when the cut feels right, when the quality feels good, it's like a completely different experience. It's my grab and go jacket. I absolutely love it. It goes with everything. And like I said before, compliments are not very common here in Spain, but I get them. I get them a lot. And when I also post some vlogs, people are all like always asking, where is this jacket from? And I have to be like, it's Hermes. Because yeah, it is a beautiful jacket. And so what I'm trying to say is that I don't have any regrets in what I have purchased. And in total, just for you guys, I calculated that I spent around 8,000 euros, which is a lot of money. And by the way, everything that I have bought, I have unboxed here on YouTube. So if you want to see more details, go through those videos. I'm going to link them in the description box below. And if you enjoy this video, then please don't forget to subscribe. I had to sneak it in somewhere. My name is Laine, and clearly I love to shop and I love handbags. So yeah, and I'm sure that you're also wondering what is the price of this bag, and I'm going to be very transparent. This is the most expensive handbag that I have ever bought in my life. This was a very important purchase, and that's also why I wanted to be like why I was this specific with the color. And so this beautiful handbag right here was 9,600 euros. I know it's a lot of money, but I feel like she's going to be worth it. So yeah, and now what's next? So ideally, if this size works out, then probably I would go for another Kelly 25. But of course, I'm not going to make a rash decision. It's not like I can even make a rash decision, because probably I'm gonna have to start the whole process from ground zero, you know? So I definitely have plenty of time to use this bag, to see how well it fits into my lifestyle. And then if it does fit into my lifestyle well, in that case, I'll definitely go for another Kelly 25. And as regards to the colors, I would love a taupe, because I have I had always wanted an taupe Birkin 30, but then I got my Bottega parachute bag in the color Pinecone, which is the most beautiful taupey color. And so I would love a smaller bag, because now I know that this color works for my wardrobe. So I would love a smaller bag, like a Kelly 25, in a similar color, which for Hermes, in the world of Hermes colors, is called a taupe. And so that's option number one. But I also would consider it like the taupe mini Kelly. I feel like that could also be an option. And then one of my dream combinations is black box leather with palladium hardware. Absolute dream piece, because box leather is heritage leather, and the way it shines is just, there is nothing else like it. So that is another one that is definitely on my wish list. But again, with the size, I don't know. Is this going to work out? If it does, then probably I would go for another Kelly 25, but I may go up a size to Kelly 28. And I mean, box leather, even a mini Kelly, that would also look beautiful. So let's see, but that's kind of where I'm at. My essay told me that it may be a possibility to create another wish list at the end of the year, but let's see. I am pretty sure that this is going to be my only bag for 2026 from Hermes, and I am very happy with it. I honestly, I am over the moon. I don't need anything more, and I am not even thinking so much about the future as I am thinking about, can I please wear this tomorrow? I need to start styling it. I need to start wearing it. I need to take pictures. I am really, right now, everything is about her. And then later, when some time passes, that's when I'm gonna start thinking about what else can I add to my handbag collection. So that's it for my video today. I still can't believe it. Thank you so much, and thank you for your thank you for watching, and thank you for your patience with me throughout all of these years that I have been talking about how much I want to add a Kelly to my handbag collection. I really can't talk anymore. As always, stay safe, everyone, and I hope I'll see you again soon.